Sure. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Welcome back to Harleydesigns side as well. We're here.
We're here. Episode 169, dude.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, boy. Doesn't it seem like 2 weeks ago when we were just in Colorado?
Yeah, I was, yeah. Oh, I was shocked at how quick that all went.
Yeah, it felt like it was a week-long thing that happened in 18 hours.
Yeah, a month ago.
Yeah.
Yes, we're dry. We're not wearing plastic bags anymore.
Oh my God. Yes. It was quite the experience, and I'm sure we'll be so much to talk about. But everybody should check in first where you're watching.
Let us know where you're watching from and how many Hot Wheels you got in the mail. Yeah. Yeah. When was the last time you stood in the rain for 4 days? Did you get any rain? A little bit.
Yep.
Little tiny bit. It was moist. Everything was moist for most of the time.
That was
yeah. It was fun though.
It was fun. It was a great time. And the video I put up today about Class 1, I ended up having to re-upload because YouTube refused to be able to handle anything other than 480p on the first shot. So
yeah.
I changed.
Oh, you want people to watch this and not a potato?
Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
I changed nothing. I simply re-uploaded and it went, oh yeah, this is better. Like, whatever. Okay. So if you watched it this morning and
watch it again,
go watch it again.
Comment again. Same comment.
Just say, I feel like I've seen this before.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
To a job well done.
I have a beer, but I'll save that for later. To a job well done. Yes, I see that the Porsche has claimed a spot right there above your shoulder.
Yes.
So mine as well, right above my shoulder.
Excellent. That's where they will live for. Oh, it still has the googly eyes on it, though. I see.
It sure does.
I was putting googly eyes on everything that weekend.
I guess I didn't notice that I had those to remove.
Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Gunnar, my meat really satisfies Nissen. Hello, everybody. Looked like a good time in Colorado. Wish I could have made it, but the world is upside down. Tonight's code, hashtag Josh3, Matt0. That's incorrect. It's Josh2, Matt1.
Because I did not run... Well,
no, you didn't.
Do I get a better score than you then? Because you were positive and I was a 0.
No. You had DNS, 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 and DNS.
Okay, fine.
I had DNF and DNS, DNS, DNS.
Sunday happened to be one of the rainier days yet. And I was like, you know what? No.
We're done. We are finished. Can someone send that rain to Canada, please? Someone needs to put it out. Yeah, there's a couple of fires everywhere. All of Canada's on fire.
Yeah. Do you have any smoke in your Toronto area?
Yep. Oh, of course we do. Yeah. I didn't run because it's so bad out there. Just like...
Same reason I don't run.
Right here. It's all right in here.
It's scary out there. Therefore, I do not.
Head on.
Apply directly where it hurts.
To the forehead. Apply directly to the... Anyway. Yeah, it was spectacular. It was so much fun. Despite the rain. I think you and I can agree that it was probably one of the best comp weekend experiences in some time.
Yes. So, everyone, I assume that but we were talking about the Rocky Mountain Regional Championship. And
hosted by Team Garage Hack.
Hosted by Team Garage Hack. And they did a great job with the organization and getting things completed. It was a location I have never been before. I've competed in Colorado many times, but never at that type of location, which was a much
top
more...
of a mountain.
Top of a mountain. High altitude. much more of a mix of, terra firma. Not just...
We had deciduous. We had coniferous.
Yeah, so it was an experience, and it changed. One course could be, you could drive it one way one moment, and 3 minutes later it could be a completely different course when the rain started to fall.
Yeah, and it seemed like every time we had to run a course, it was wet.
Oh man, what? And sometimes there was just a waterfall running through a course,
and sometimes it was not wet when we started, and it was wet when we finished. I think that can be said about a lot of things, but especially the courses. Chris, thank you very much for the picture of a kitty cat. If you have a question, go ahead and ask away.
Chris as well, thanks on this side. I feel like the rain was my fault. Bad weather happens every time I try to go out to an event outside. You know what?
Could be.
I would love to put that blame on somebody.
Yeah, there's nobody. Colorado Adventure Club, I was glad to meet you guys. Well, Josh anyways. Oh, snap.
Well, I wonder who it was, because, Matt, it probably was not the same person. But we got to the airport early on Monday, the day we were flying home. And Matt, myself, Ben, who's in here, and his wife Nancy, Nicole was with me. We all sat in the restaurant and had a couple of drinks and some food, and then Ben and Nancy left, and then Matt left, and then as soon as Matt left, a gentleman came up to Nicole and I, went, "Hey, watch you guys on the internet. Really appreciate the content." I just watched Matt leave, and then he came over. So,
wow. So he was waiting for me to leave. All right, cool.
That's how Nicole took that.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Did you see if the bodies are interchangeable? That's the only thing we didn't do, and we kept saying we were going to do it.
And we just
there's no reason they wouldn't be, though. They're exactly the same.
The holes would even be drilled in the exact same spot because of the jigs I made. Everything.
Yep, it should be just crisscross.
Yeah, it was Liam who stopped and talked to us in the airport. So there you go. Thanks for doing that, Liam. By the way, I pinned the message as well. Thank you, Satisfied Jerky.
Oh, yeah, and thank you, Dana.
SatisfiedJerky.com. You can save yourself 10% on some jerky. Use that code #Matt3 or Josh3.
Oh,
#Josh3 Matt0.
He was referencing the trophy count. That's what it was. Thank you.
I can't wait to get into that.
Yeah. There's a lot of, this is going to be a long debrief. There's a lot to cover.
There was a lot to cover.
It was a great event. Thanks again to the TGH fam for putting it on. Because without this, there would have been nothing.
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't have had any reason to rush to build cars. We could have just built them. That wouldn't have made any sense.
No. It's crazy.
Thank you, Tim.
Those Porsches were definitely... Oh, hey, TRD Adventures.
Great time seeing and driving with y'all. I'm still a bit beat, but stoked with my finishes overall. Best I've ever done at a national event. Tim did do it. I think he placed 11th in Class 2, if I'm not mistaken.
That is good. And best glasses of the week. Definitely.
Yep, always.
Always the best glasses. He's got a good look.
Although, you know what? I didn't see, Tim told me that he was going to be competing with the Baby Bjorn.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm
didn't
guessing
see that
those are frowned upon in combination with ponchos.
Yeah.
Just plastic
can't
bag.
Make it all stuck to your face. Yeah.
Over the baby's face. So.
Yeah. I was not last this year. That's correct, the Bigfoot.
Oh.
I might have been last in Class 3. No, I wasn't, because I beat Josh.
Yeah.
So that's true. Josh was last in Class 3. No, I was not last. We could talk about... I guess we could just get into it.
Yeah, we might as well.
I guess so.
I've got a couple more here.
Yeah. I'm behind on the chat, so let me just catch up here.
Perry G, thank you. All right, stop what you're doing. YouTube's about to ruin the AdSense money that you're used to. I noticed some background music. Great video though. You know what? You can only do so much with that. They had some music playing much louder at the event. They were like, "Hey, if you would like us to video anything, we will need that to not be on." Which
Yeah.
I always hate to do, but I'm like, hey.
I wouldn't say that you were that nice though. I think you were more like,
I was like, "Hey,
I can't video if this music is on, idiots."
It ruins my atmosphere, my cinematic feel. I don't know. And GC Coop 2, congrats on the awards. Maybe you should be called SBG now. My hurt feelings seeing that body hit the rocks.
No, it didn't actually. They did not. They did not scratch much. There was only one real. Well, actually, there were like 3 hits that I recall that felt pretty heavy duty. We both hit our windshields in the same spot.
Same spot,
on
same
the
course.
Same course that kind of made everyone go, but no damage, none whatsoever, because these trucks are built right. And the other one, Josh took a real good hit to his front bumper, like whole truck weight and momentum smacked right into a rock. No damage at all.
Yeah.
I've got like one tiny scratch that goes from like the end of the 77 up to the Mountain Dew logo. That's it. Otherwise, spotless.
Yeah. We, the cars did pretty well in a lot of ways. Like, the fact that they were both basically the same too kind of helped us be able to get through courses with knowing about what they would do. Granted, It was so slick on so many of the rocks that you had to just drive in a way that you could get to a spot where you could winch and keep going.
There was a lot of winching this weekend.
Especially with these trucks where they were built to be the look that we wanted. And in the end, we did not care about much else. But
it's true. They
still did really well.
Yeah, surprisingly well. I finished 30th out of 80, and Josh finished in 20th. So for cars that really, if we were much more serious about this from a competition standpoint, they would be a much different shape. That said, they did very well. They did very well.
Yep, they were great to drive, and we just made our way to get through the courses. And in the end, it's like, winching will help you get through, but it eats up a ton of time. So it's all strategic, and to get through courses is still very difficult. So
very difficult. Yeah,
plenty happy with the outcome in the end. Finishing 20th with that car is great.
And 30th for me is sort of like, I'd say, top tier of how well I usually do. Big
improvement over last year. That's a 70 place improvement. No.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Blind Guy RC, thank you very much. Hey man, the trucks did great, eh? Good work. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Lots of people talking about the Suga. We'll get into the Class 2 here in a second. Damon46D9, thank you very, very much. And thanks again for the helpful videos and inspiration. I'm glad that I can offer you that. By all means, if you've got any questions or anything, shoot them my way. I'm always happy to answer them. Chris, thank you very much. If you both could pick one custom-built crawler of your choice, what would it be and why? Probably like an off-road Porsche. That'd probably be my choice right now.
At this point, yeah, it's probably about my... I'd build another one today, but I'm not.
No. I don't think I would build another one today.
I need a break.
We have, it's funny though, the moment we finished Class 1 on our drive back to the house, which was an hour from the location to the place that we rented, we were already talking about what we're going to do next.
And the fact that we should probably kind of get started now.
yeah, exactly. we are going to get started soon.
We'll figure out what event it's for later.
But it's like build now, event determined later.
Exactly.
Now build a speed run chassis for the Porsche. No, this is gonna stay as is. I'm gonna clean up a few things. I need to reprint a couple of parts, just like cosmetic stuff. Josh is gonna design up some door cards for the inside, and then they're just gonna get shelved. I think that's probably it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do one more running video.
Yeah, I'll get a running video in, and I like a nice filmic one. And I would also like to take it to an event just so I can get a concourse trophy with it. Because that was, dang it, that was one thing. My flight was sitting on the tarmac for 5 hours before I actually got to go anywhere. They actually let us off the plane, and then like 20 minutes later put us back on the plane. There was a whole like IT thing, and they couldn't get the flight path or flight plan input into the computer. It doesn't matter. But I missed concourse. I basically showed up at the end after everybody had already voted, and there was only one Porsche there.
He was there for concourse. That's my story.
There was only one Porsche there.
Both of our cars were there during concourse. Yet I won all the awards.
It's true. Which awards did you win, Josh?
So the RC Cola Porsche won Best Class 1, Best Metalwork, and Best Shelf Queen. And at that
Those
time,
are all three awards that and in fact, Metalwork, I would not have accepted that award because Josh did the majority of it. Shelf Queen, I would have really liked to have that one because that's right up my alley.
Right.
And what was the other one? Best Class 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like if I had been there on time, I could have rocked Best Class 2 as well.
Yes, I think that Best Class 2 definitely could have happened.
Yeah.
That definitely it had the potential for it. So that
it was a sad day for me. But to be fair, this is Josh's car. I just assembled it, so I don't really assume to win any awards for it. They all would go to him anyway.
But in the end,
it's just so weird that he won creative awards, though.
I know.
So
it is
strange.
very odd.
Very odd. Oh, Magic School Truck's in here. We got to meet MST.
Yep. We saw,
which is awesome.
We saw him there. Blind Guy RC, thank you. People. Hey, man, the 911s are awesome. Great job. I appreciate it. We both appreciate it. We were sitting there, we're just looking at him and go, it's probably the last time these two are going to be sitting next to each other.
Until because I'm not going to Proline by the Fire this year, so
right, and they're not Axial Fest legal cars in any way. They're not going to be at an Axial Fest ever. It's yeah, I don't know.
Even more rare than the Ripper. Yeah, that's true. Take the Porsche to Rattlesnake. Yes, I definitely will.
What's Rattlesnake?
That's that place near me with the really good terrain.
Oh, where you sent the capper off the edge?
Correct.
Maybe stay away from that area.
I'll stay away from the edges. Yeah.
Get away from that.
That would be bad. Yeah, the Shelf Queen Award proves that the judges understand irony by giving that to Josh. It's true. TRD Adventures, thank you very much. And thank you very much for the hat. I really do appreciate that. That was super cool of you to give me that, Tim. The courses were no doubt rough at time for sure. I finally figured out how to drive for C2/C3. I think a nap on course 4 would have helped. Wink, wink. Yes, Josh, I took a great picture of him and put it on my stories. He is so good at sleeping anywhere, in any position. He's just sitting there. I thought he was zenned out, like he was actually like, I'm focusing. He was just like...
Yeah, just the sun had come up. It was warm. I was just... little sun on my back, and I just 5 minutes, quick recharge, and we were good to go.
Yeah. I don't know how anybody was up there in shorts and a t-shirt. It was 40 degrees. It was warmer than that. It was not
times.
Cold all the time. In the afternoons, it got quite warm when the sun came out.
Yeah.
Josh and I both managed a sunburn, actually, on Friday?
On Class 1. Friday, yes. It rained on us, and then the sun finally came out, and all of a sudden we're driving home. We're just like, Like,
Well, the back of my neck is really hot.
Like, what?
And my heated seat is warm too. I don't know what that is.
Joker 510714. Beer donation to get the MOA and Sporty series off the ground. I'm currently building one, and I'm stoked for the potential for my LCGs. Found an old video of yours with some Voodoo pin tires. Any more like that on your channel? I mean, back in the day, that's kind of all I did. Actually, on my first channel, the channel before I was Harleydesigns, there's probably a ton more. And that
was that
channel,
peanut Butter Workshop? What was that one called?
Bird Reynolds.
Right. Which, with that mustache, just makes so much more sense.
Yeah, I need to bring that name back for some.
I think that would be a great livery.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I need to bring that name back for sure.
Yeah. Going to be a show and shine at Warsaw in a couple weekends, and unfortunately, Kevin, I gotta miss that event because I'm going to Turks and Jerps' wedding. Ah,
weddings,
where I am the best man.
Ooh, again, a stretch.
No responsibilities. No responsibilities.
Oh, that's good. That's other than a speech?
No speech.
Oh, even better. See,
I basically just show up.
You show up and stand there and look tall.
Yeah, easy. A lot of people mentioned I look taller in real life this weekend.
Jay Connis, thank you. Congrats on your C1. Your C1 was a completely engineered truck. Congrats to both for an awesome build. Built on different continents. Countries.
Well, countries. Same continent. Do I plan on painting the Porsche or leave the decals? I'm going to leave the decals. I've got, for the next project, I think I'm going to tint the resin instead of trying to paint it.
You know, that could definitely work. I tried using a metal flake in my resin at one point, and it needed way more than what I added. So, which was surprising because it looked freaking blue. So, definitely worth doing a test layup and just over tint the crap out of it. Yeah.
I think that could be really cool. Anyway, that's one of the things we didn't talk about, but I'll be definitely trying.
Yeah. I think that the wraps turned out to be the way to go anyway.
Yeah. This just the pictures and the two of them together and the different cola, not cola. It's so great.
Yep. Is that video? Is the vid your Busa on the dyno? Yep. That's the old channel. And that's my old Hayabusa. I miss that bike so much.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
Oh, God, I miss that bike.
Can you give Richard the TF3 back for me? No, you're stuck with that thing. Actually, that's his wedding present.
Oh.
A brand new in-box TF3.
You know what?
Be worth
it. That's what friends are for. Oh, we did all sit down on Saturday night. Or was it Sunday night? Sunday night.
Sunday night?
Sunday day? Sunday day.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. And watched Flying Cars together.
Oh, it was so great.
It was so good.
I don't think that Fish liked it. Trace didn't even stick around. I don't think he was there.
No, he was not. Trace was just like, I can't stay quiet for this. So, and then left. But yes, we hooked up the laptop to the TV and watched Flying Cars.
It was great again.
It's better and better every time.
It doesn't get old because you discover new things every time.
Yeah, you know what? You get other people in there. Oh yeah, you get other people in there and some discussion.
People were unhappy about the potential age of Rachel.
Oh, Ben would be in here. Scale Crawler Fab Shop. It was his first time seeing it, and he was just like, "This is not about RC cars." I'm like, "Exactly." So much deeper than that.
It's very little about RC cars.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Ben, see, look what I found in my wife's closet. My t-shirt.
Good score.
Daniel Curtis, thank you very much. Thanks for the crisp high five. I did, because I said I would be giving out crisp high fives when I got there. And it was great to see you both. They were both 100% more awesome in person. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. It was nice to meet you too.
It was.
There were so many people there. It was really, really great.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
It was great to meet just people in general.
Ton of people.
Many people hung out. Nicole had a good time. She hung out for a couple of days, and just got to sit and hang, talk with people. Even Rainey, she found
you found people to talk to.
John Schultz set up an easy up, so she had a location to be at.
Yep, that was her base camp, if you will.
Exactly. Jake on us. My bad.
Did you
meant countries? Congrats, nonetheless. We knew what you meant as well, and thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Did you guys make Nicole watch it? Yeah, of course. She's already seen it, though.
Yeah. You know what? I think she enjoyed it more the second time as well.
I agree.
We should get into mail call.
Yeah, then we'll come back. We'll come back to C2 talk, because that'll be an interesting discussion. Mail call, yes.
I don't have much.
I got some good stuff this time. Let me go first, because I got lots.
Okay.
First of all, Perry G, thank you very much. I believe Trans Ams would be appropriate for your build next year. Josh is Burt Reynolds, and you have enough trucker caps to do a good Cletus impression. Not bad. It's a pretty good idea. First things first, Moose Jaw, when I got to the house, he's like, hey, I've got something for you. And he gave me some Hot Wheels. Look at these ones.
So we got up there. Oh, so we have the Team Transport VW, a Zamek VW.
Look at that. Go with Moon. This has got the rubber wheels. I think from now on, that's going to be my focus. Real riders all the way. And then a Zamek Moon Eyes Porsche. Or, no, sorry, Beetle. It's a Beetle. And then another Beetle. This is sort of a rat rod style Beetle.
With a roof rack.
Roof.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah. So I got those from Moose Jaw. So thanks, Moose Jaw.
My delivery this week is also Hot Wheels, because this is a Hot Wheels podcast now, if you weren't aware. But mine are two of the same, and these are the Redline 454 SS.
Oh, yeah. That was up a little while ago. Did that finally arrive? How long do these usually take?
They take a while. But this has got the opening tailgate. I can't remember if it has an opening hood. I believe it does.
Let's say that it does.
Let's just open one of them.
Just open it up. Who cares? We don't collect cardboard here.
Not a cardboard collector anyway.
No, Wyatt. So, hey, Wyatt. Hey, man. Next build should be an 80s GTI. We've got a lot of good ideas.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we went
we'll
hard
talk
in the
about
paint.
it a little bit. Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit for sure. Wyatt will come up when we talk about Class 2.
Yes.
While you're opening that, I also got another Hot Wheel. This is another Volvo.
The Fast Wagons collection.
Yeah, this is that sick kind of, I don't know, banana yellow, I guess you would call it. It banana looks a lot more yellow here. Banana for scale. But this is awesome. I'm so happy to have that one.
Ooh. Oh, it's so heavy. It's ridiculously heavy. Oh, it's so slick. Oh, yeah. That hood opens up and you can see in there.
Oh, snap. Is that, what's that paint called? Is that,
I don't remember. And the opening tailgate. Whoop, whoop.
Ooh, yeah.
That's so great. Sick.
Love it.
God, it's heavy.
Very nice. Alex Gonzalez said, the only disappointment I had was on Saturday. The vendor area was empty and the event cabin was locked. No merchandise to buy or vendors to talk to. It was tough. And that's one of the things that, unfortunately, this location did not allow for. You had to drive about a mile to get to the courses from the sort of the cabiny area.
And that's that was kind of a bummer. I do love like
I love a
Cherokee
good
Rock
vendor
Village.
area.
Cherokee Rock Village, the huge pavilion and all the vendors around it made for a great like gathering point. People kind of congregate around. We could talk while people were between courses. I really missed that part.
That part, not having that wasn't great.
That was unfortunate.
Because I would have bought some stuff too, because the next thing on mail call is this really great TGH chassis that I won in the raffle, which is fantastic. But there are a few things here that I would have added if I could have purchased them.
Right.
But I mean, it's fairly complete. I think it's a class 2 because it's got a pretty angled skid on it. So we'll have to build this up.
Yep.
Make something out of it. Got a lot of ideas up in here.
I won at the event. You all will never guess. You all could never guess.
Spectre Flame. That's the paint.
Yeah, that sounds right. I won a builder's kit, but not just any builder's kit. I won the HPI Venture Scale Builder's Kit.
Yeah, current.
But
bought today, made 8 years ago.
But was okay because it was donated to somebody else who will absolutely have a use for it, and I hope that they enjoy it very much. So
yes.
I did not have to pack that home. The other thing is that the concourse stuff, the what was it? The award for the concourse and the things that went along with it were pit mats, large magnetic pit mats with the TGH, best show stuff on there, which also is a little difficult for me to get home. So with that, there was a bunch of CowRC like cleaner and grease and stuff like that. And so I helped to disperse that amongst the crowd as well. For people, since I won, there was 3 complete sets of it for everything. So I was just like, okay. I grabbed one set because Schultz wanted it. I was like, here, you can have that. And then the rest of it, I was just like, give these to people as they return from their courses or come down to the building. Just give that to them, and they can go from there. Close up on me.
Bananas Foster? It's that one.
Bananas Foster?
Yeah, but a beer. Bananas Foster's beer.
Banana for scale.
Yeah.
Banana beer for scale. Can I go next?
I am done. So yes, you can continue to keep going.
All right. I picked up some new 1.9 wheels for an upcoming project. These are not the tires that I'll be using, but these are from CNC Custom Wheels.
Okay.
And they're like a deep dish polished aluminum.
Were those similar to what you put on the mud truck?
Yes, but those were from a country we won't mention. These are much more American made.
They're conflict-free wheels?
True. So these are probably going to be going on something like that thing with large tires and, making more mud trucks for no reason because I don't drive them in the mud.
To be discussed.
But Greg does an amazing job on those wheels, and if you have the means, I would definitely pick up a set.
Thank you.
Hi, Nat. Miss you.
I love you. Bye.
I have.
Love you, bye.
This is. It looks like a.
It does look like a banana. Yeah,
but it's pretty good.
It reminds me of that drink that you ordered at the Post. That was definitely a beer, but it had ice and tomatillo. Juice
and you had to
in it.
Stir it.
Yeah. Fish didn't like his.
No,
I was like, why do you trust Josh with anything? Don't. Class 1 has 7 holes total, 4 towards the skid and 3 rear facing rear. This has 6, so I think it's a class 2. Plus the skid is quite angled, dude. You're not allowed to do that in class 1. So pretty sure it's class 2. Okay. You got anything else? I got more stuff.
I have nothing else. I did no shopping at the end of last week.
307 Scale Hobbies. I think this is Scooty or 307 Scoot is his screen name.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've
Stickers
seen,
right there, yeah.
seen that name.
He sent me a box, and it had a lot of little boxes in it. There's all kinds in here. He's got the VS410 Pro. He's got the Phoenix Portal Kit. He's got the Phoenix RTR.
Oh my God.
There's Ripper number 16.
Oh wow, look at that. The white,
Isn't that
the
cool?
proper white box and
Proper white box. Yeah.
And yours is 16?
Yeah. Pretty awesome, huh? He's got VS410 Ultras, and they're fully detailed boxes. They've got all the sides on them, all the bits and pieces. You could probably sue him, Josh, for recreating your boxes.
Well, it's kind of like the green one on the Ultra is my Ultra. The yellow one on the Pro is my Pro. The orange one on the Portal truck is my Phoenix Portal.
He's got the Origin in there as well. There's an Origin Black one in here too.
Oh yeah, one of the more rare versions.
Yeah, that's a nice one. And then probably the best one in here was the Blazing Blazer.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Right? And so sick. You got all the sides and everything, and on the back, it's cardboard just like it would be if you bought the box. Isn't that amazing?
Proper. And it looks like good prints.
They are really good prints. I do not have a printer that prints this well. So, very cool. Thank you very much, 307 Scale Hobbies, for sending those my way. Awesome stas.
Thank you, Joker 510714. VXT2 reverse cut and shut 2.2. Good or bad? Ooh, I wonder. Be like a 5.5 inch.
Shut, eh?
Yeah, it's still cut and shut, kind of. Like
yeah.
We used to call cut and shut where you would take a 2.2 and make it a 1.9, and cut it and shut it. But it's just been widely accepted for all.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know. I just have to see what size it works out to be. Somewhere probably around that 5.5 inch range. And I don't know if you're kind of in that pin or rover territory at that point. So it's kind of like one of those things where there's tires available in that size already. So
we like the Post. Post was okay. We got there pretty late, I guess. For a Saturday, we were there at 8:00, and it was cleared out by that point. But Chicken and Waffles was pretty amazing.
Chicken and Waffles is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
So
sweet and savory.
Oh, I love chicken and waffles so much.
I still have a couple more things. I got more bamboo PLACF. I got a whole bunch of different colors. Red, blue, and black, I think, are the colors it comes in. I got all three of those. They are having a sale. And then I only have one more thing, but it's kind of a big deal. Oh, it's a heavy box, too.
Oh, my goodness. The BRX 02.
Series 3 Land Rover, guys. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to build this. And we'll probably, I don't know if should we do a live build on this one? I feel like that's going to take a long time. This one's kind of intricate. So maybe we won't do that.
Yeah. Maybe pre-assemble the body. That's what I would do, is get the body pre-done and then do it live.
Build the chassis.
For putting everything together.
I can't remember why I don't know why this box says this on here, but there is a sticker that I must have done something or asked for something, and it says chuffed on it. It's not on the license plates. Those are the standard license plates. So maybe you get a second set of license plates in there, and it might say chuffed on it. Let's find out.
Yeah, you should open that up.
I should.
Are the Sedonas still around? Man, I don't think I've seen Sedonas in a real long time. I always loved Sedonas, though. It's so bad.
The new
old.
I knew that Josh would hate that.
Oh, I hate Land Rovers. Joker 510. I got some Proline Ibex, but VXT2s CNS for more AT use. I don't know what you mean.
All-terrain use?
Yeah, I get that part. I just don't know what CNS means. Cut and shuts.
Cut
for
and
more
shut.
range. Yes, I definitely could see that. That's why I was kind of talking Rovers, because they're kind of more of that lugged pattern, and they're a super well-performing tire. That
Sick.
what does that say there? BRX02, go up a little bit. Chuffed.
Can you read that?
Series 3 chuffed with your
with my VIN number on there.
Yeah.
Nerd. That's awesome. That's great.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. You know me, I like my old Land Rovers.
Yeah, I mean, I personally just don't like them, of course, but I totally think that they did a really good job recreating such an ugly vehicle. Like, they did a great job, something that looks so poor. I saw them I saw them last year at NERSA on display, and I mean, they looked like just as bad in person as the real ones. So just dead on to scale.
Mr. Blue Sky, thank you very much.
Great job.
Hey all, I fly open source quads and fixed wings. Oh, well, you've come to the right place. Bought the new Axial SCX-10.3 Bronco with the DX3 and Spectrum 40 ESC receiver combo. Watched all the fix videos. Can you recommend a point me to a fix?
I didn't quite catch that. Can you?
I read it all.
Say it again.
Oh. Here he is again. There's something below. The Bronco is a runaway or a brick. Sorry, I programmed quads, but the DX3 or the Spectrum Firma 40 is definitely not working.
Oh, got it. You're just not having any luck there.
Okay. It sounds like maybe you might want to recalibrate your radio to the ESC. There is a setup for that. Like
if you have one of, do I have it in here? I don't know if I do.
Programming card, right?
Yeah. And the nice. No, I wasn't actually even thinking the programming card. I was thinking the servo tester / battery checker.
Oh yes.
So, it's right here. So if you have one of these from Spectrum, it's got an
output. Look it up so you can see it over here.
Oh, sorry. It's got an output on it on this side, and you can plug your speed control right into it. Go to the servo test method. Go to the 1502 millisecond response one, and then you can toggle both directions, and then you can completely eliminate the radio and just make sure that it's one unit or the other, and that should tell you what's going on. These are super nice for that.
There you go.
And if you're ever wondering why it's got a 1502 and a 762, it's because most modern PWM signals go from 1,000 milliseconds to 2,000 milliseconds for the range of the PWM at a 3-volt signal, usually between 50 and 75 hertz. I'm done.
Remember, bananas foster to mouth, not mouth to bananas foster. I wish I could take credit for that, but somebody else said that in there.
Stabby Josh, thank you. The RTR Bronco has a combo ESC receiver.
Yes.
That makes that harder.
That won't work. I bet you it's a calibration issue. If it's just like randomly or like super fast and not slow, I would just try recalibrating the radio to the ESC, and there should be somewhere online you should be able to find the instructions for that.
Yeah, exactly. I do believe that even with those dual systems, you can go to like a separate receiver, so you should maybe still be able to use it, but either way.
Maybe.
I think that I remember that. Doesn't matter. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Good luck, Mr. Blue Sky. If you want to try messaging me offline, like on Insta, you can do that too. Yeah. Moose Jaw's in. Hi, Moose Jaw.
Hello, sir. I fixed my volume, or I think I turned my level up. I can't tell why it seems to be ducking still, but I don't have RTX on.
Plenty normal right here.
Yeah, I don't know. But
okay, well, that's mail call, I believe. I don't have anything else I can show you today.
Yeah, other than my 454 SS I'm playing with over here because it's super cool.
I just keep running this Moon hauler doodad around. The rubber wheels, dude, that's a game changer.
Yeah. Let's see. Shane Jenkins says, I thought that only tested lipos and servos. No, I mean, it will test lipos. You plug it into the balance port and do that. But if you plug a battery in and then you use this side to test a servo, all you're doing is sending a PWM signal. So you can use it to generate a PWM signal for anything. Anything that you would normally plug into a receiver, you can control from this. So it's a nice little tool to have. I've got two of them. One that I have that has the IC3 in it, and the other one that has a IC3 to XT60 permanently affixed into it, so I never lose the freaking adapter. Because I was always so sick of losing it.
Amazing. Okay. Apparently we're giving him noob advice, and we should have realized that because he already knows how to use our C stuff. But yes, could be a bad ESC. That is entirely possible. I hope you fill out your warranty card.
We should get into some Class 2 discussion.
Yeah, let's talk Class 2. Always a much more difficult class. They build those courses to punish you.
Yes, and it was interesting on Saturday for Class 2 because the courses pre-rain were like the one we started with. Pre-rain was
Not
just like,
bad.
this is a pretty easy course.
Not
and
bad.
then it started to rain, and it was like, oh, this is impossible.
Yeah, because I think the first one we both did okay. You finished. Which one did we start on?
No, we started on the one where it started raining right as you were finishing and I was going to be starting. And then we had a bunch of people who needed to go in front, like were judges and things like that in front of me. Yep. So then it just got super soaked by the time that I went, and it was a disaster case.
I did finish that first one.
You did, didn't you? Yes, you did.
Yes,
I did not.
I did. That's right. Yeah.
So I got to like gate 6.
Because it was not good in the rain. A few things about the Suga. Definitely too heavy of a body.
No way.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I'm so shocked. I mean, everyone else was running like the smallest, tiniest little bodies, or they were Lexan bodies like yours. And it was too heavy. But it looked great. I had a great time driving it, and it still performed pretty well, all things considered.
The weight was hampering, but the design was not.
Yes, the shape of it, perfect.
Yeah, it had a good pinch. Overall, it didn't really get in the way. So
no, it didn't. You're right. And there were a few gates that it made that a lot of other people had trouble with, if I recall. That third gate on course
4, the last one.
4. Yeah.
Right. Now, you didn't exactly make that look easy, and you spent a good bit of time through there, but you did make it through clean.
I spent like 2 minutes there.
Yeah,
which is probably too long. But it looked great. I was very happy with the performance. And in fact, Wyatt, who is, he works for Axial, for those of you who don't know, a great competitor, very strong competitor. For whatever reason, he loved that body so much. He made me an offer that I was like, well, yeah,
you
of course you
quickly
can
countered for twice as much and then sold it.
Yeah, I sold him the body. I gave him the sliders. I gave him all the body mounts and everything. And then yesterday I emailed him the rest of the files so he can put together an interior and dashboard and all the good bits. I gave him all that stuff, but I gave him files so he can like redo them if he needs to.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's his now. And if I don't know if you noticed it, but here's my Class 2 now, which is just the chassis and the other body that I had. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna remake this into a more comp worthy.
Right. It's back to how it was like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did not show my Class 2 on the series because I built it 2 days before I left. It was a super mad rush to get through, and I had that Coyote body from Proline, built a quick cage on the inside, threw a 4-seat interior design in that I came up with some new bomber-esque seats.
Uh-huh. Those look good.
So did those, threw 2 skeletons in there, a carbon fiber floor, designed up some inner fenders that I cut on the CNC, threw some doodads inside for some scale points.
Oh my God.
And we were off to the races. But I had no drive time on it. Like 0.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. We didn't have any drive time on any of them. MST, he said, let's be honest, Matt, yours looked the most scale at the scale comp, which is, I won't deny that. It definitely looked like a truck. And it's a great design. I would consider making a carbon fiber version of that body because I think that could be a thing for sure.
Yeah, you know, that would be a reasonable body to attempt that with, I think.
Yeah. Schultz is in here too. Should have ran that body. And those tires, the trenchers, not a good tire. Not a good tire.
I questioned you on that at the time. I was like, no, that's fine.
You know what it was, Josh?
What?
Laziness.
Yeah,
I'll explain. These are already mounted. These are on there. They've already got foams in them. I'm done.
Yeah, I can fully understand that. That was the same situation I had with the tires that were on my Class 2. I was like, these are done. Like this, I put brass knuckle weights on the front of that car. I was like, do the front of these have weight in them? I don't really know, but they're on there and they're done. But oh my God, even Class
special
2.
Special thanks to Schultz for actually being at the event. It's always great to see him, but he was also an excellent cameraman.
He did do great camera work. Your video came out today as well, and it looked fantastic. Yeah. Thank you to Schultz.
Yeah, I gotta say, one question about that. You shoot on the same GoPro that I shoot on. Why does mine look so much better? Why does mine look filmic and yours looks like a GoPro?
Yeah, because I just make a video. Go up there. Mine is lifestyle. Yours is cinematography.
Yours is lifestyle. Mine's just style.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds right. Jeremiah, thank you, sir. Just started watching your video. My soul died a little seeing your Class front sliding against the rocks. You know, the very first gate of the very first course is when we put the scratch in the side of the door. And then they pretty much just kind of lived on the rest of the weekend. It's like, okay, that's not so bad.
They honestly aren't ruined in the slightest.
Yeah. So I couldn't be happier with the overall, the end, how everything held up. And it just, nothing fell off. I was worried about like headlight lenses because those are glued on from the outside and that's it. They're just glued. There is no, positive, engagement of anything. So I was just, and when I dropped off that thing and hit, I was just like, "Ooh, don't pop that lens off." But
that would count as a thing that came off that you'd have
I
to
think
put
that it
back
would,
on.
yeah. So, which is interesting, but yes, it would. And
hey, West Desert Wheeler, hi Logan. Thanks for putting those crawlers together for me. They looked awesome in that one course on that highly in not good choice of vehicle at all. It's not. I'm not blaming the performance on anything other than my choices. So
yeah,
class 3 we're not going to really get into because Josh didn't run class 3. I ran one course and then we were like, You want to go? Yeah, let's go. Matt, have Josh vacuum form a Lexan Suga for comping. Yeah, vacuum form me one.
I will not. Good question, though.
Maybe I'll get Proline to do it. Do you think Proline would do it?
I feel like they could. That would be in their wheelhouse. Like we were talking about, it did well because it's basically a wagon version of the Power Wagon.
Right, but you can get so much more. Wagon. There's so much more room for activities.
PW squared.
Hey, Grimger's in here. We met Grimger. Trencher loaded up with debris, and we're not good in the rain. True and true.
Yeah, that was absolutely the case. Joker, 5-0, thank you. 2 sets of trenchers. They are dog water. They also do not do well here. Yeah, I've ran into the same situation when I ran them here. I was like, I don't like these. I had them on my Ripper for a little bit.
Never using those again. I should have just gone with my gut and put Hyraxes on it. Or these, 10 o'clock. Or these obviously not 475 tires.
They're absolutely 475.
No, they're not.
I
had them up against a 475 today.
Oh, God.
Here's one right here.
The very first time we got... Yeah, you're just holding them wrong.
Oh, I'm holding them wrong, am I? Okay. Oh, they're on the ground. That's just lifting them. I don't know what world your 475 is, but that ain't it, baby.
It's the air pressure. You probably don't have them vented right.
They're not even mounted. They're sitting on a rim. If you want to run a very tall tire, there's only one choice: the VXT.
475.
2. VXT2.
VXT2.
It's like a Power Wagon with free candy.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to talk to Prola. Who do I talk to over there? Who do I get in the horn?
Oh, I'll give you a name.
I'll go right to the top. Chris Dickerson.
Yeah, exactly. Say, hey, why don't you tell your people?
Is this Chris Dickerson? Shut up.
My people said.
Hyrax didn't look like they were doing great up there either. Interesting.
Interesting. That is. But, the Suga, just all around, not a bad idea. I feel like that
Thank you very much.
I
had a great time with that. And I think I'm going to print another one here, I think, because I liked it so much.
Yeah. What will you change on your print? Or will you change it?
I'll probably make it lighter.
Yeah, but how are you going to do that? Are you just going to do less infill?
Yes.
Because it's only a couple millimeters thick, and with basic perimeter settings, you're basically 100% infill. Like, no matter what you put that percentage at, it's 100%.
I know. I'll actually investigate making like a full mold and then do a carbon fiber version.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if you could pull off a plaster mold.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'll give it a go.
With that, I could if you wanted to make a one-piece mold, or do the whole body at once.
Yeah.
I could probably knock out a design for you in that and slice it up so that you could bolt it together in like 8 pieces, and it probably wouldn't take too long.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll allow it. And then you can.
I'll send you one.
I'll make you an inner piece so you don't have to use $300 worth of silicone.
Why not? That'd be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like I actually today, I was in the garage and I threw away my silicone pieces from the Class 1 finally. I was like, nope.
Yeah. I don't need these anymore.
These can finally go. So.
Yeah. Actually, you're right, Jay Walker. Red Moose may be a name J Concepts could get behind for a run of bodies.
Do you want to risk it?
How could they screw it up? This could be us giving them an olive tree.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. We actually saw some moose while we were there. It was a sign.
We did. Yeah, it is a sign. I have yet to get my T-shirt, my Red Moose T-shirt, but I'm going to have to get one. Because I'm not done with this Volvo idea. I think it's got some legs. 5, in fact. Oh, you didn't even get the joke.
Sugar.
God dang it.
Yeah, 5. It's got legs.
It's got some legs. 5.
Ridiculous.
I'm going to talk to some people. I'm going to give it to the highest bidder.
Yeah, I think that, again, I was not as mad at it in person as I was when I initially saw the file. And I was just like, this is ridiculous.
It worked very well. And it would work a lot better if it was lighter.
Yeah, I actually need to go. I haven't gone through my Class 2 footage at all yet. I'm actually looking forward to seeing, because there were some ones that were pretty difficult.
Oh my gosh.
Courses in some areas, and I haven't gone through any of that yet. And I'm looking forward to specifically my last winch on the last course. The last course.
Oh man, that
nail biter.
Right down to like, how many seconds did you have left? Like 5 or something? It was crazy. That course killed a lot of trucks, I think. And
it did.
Oh, it was just so wild to watch you just drive through that. It was so awesome. That was the course of the weekend.
Big, long, crazy, like side hill, winched up from the corner, and the truck was trying to go up, and then it just like swung around on the winch.
So awesome.
Little pucker moment, but
so great.
We made it.
And then somebody in the comments on my video today, they came up with a slogan for the Red Moose.
Oh yeah?
Red Moose gives you dings. It was so scratched up by the end. I was like, that's a bumper sticker.
Yeah, I like it. And Matt being such a big Red Bull fan, it makes a lot of sense. So,
such a huge fan. It's only 10:06. We can't talk about it yet.
I know.
Do you remember the kid whose body broke in half? How can I forget? I watched that happen.
That was not a kid.
That was a man.
That was a man. A nice gentleman from Georgia.
Very nice man.
He and his wife were there, and we talked for quite a while on Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a lot of fun. So
he 3D printed that body. It was a Nissan Pathfinder?
hard body. Nissan hard body. Yeah. It was a 3D printed hard body, and he was on one of the harder courses of Class 1.
That was course 4, I believe.
3.
3?
Yeah, and it was the big long climb that was right after like gate 1. And he started going up, and it came backwards, and it ended up in 3 pieces, 3 or more pieces.
Multiple pieces.
Front clip, cab, bed, rear tires. Like, it was yard sale. Absolute yard sale.
Yeah.
So,
but he got it all taped back together and finished.
Oh, he was ready to go for the next course.
Yeah.
So, props to him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yes, it was a man, not a kid. Did he have to go to the merge? It's emerge, not merge. Yes. He was a super cool dude. I was hoping to see other 3D printed bodies. Yeah, I didn't see a lot because, you know what? Most people were there to compete and win, not drive trucks into the rocks.
There was me. Yeah, we make decisions that are good for YouTube videos, kind of. not great for real competition.
No. That's okay, though.
The only one of mine that was kind of built for competition, I built in 2 days and didn't test drive or know how or even spool the winch before the showing up, and then realized that on the first winch of the day for Class 2, it was ridiculous slow because I didn't.
Now that's not the winch's fault. Yes, exactly. Josh didn't program the BEC at all. So
I was
Castle defaults. Yeah.
I was like, oh,
the BEC defaults to 4.8 or 4.9 volts. So it's comically slow. I was like, I think there's something wrong with your BEC. Whereas mine were at a smooth 8.4 volts.
Yeah. So I had to go program that BEC between courses, which I was able to do thanks to TGH. John Roberts, RC. Or stock foams for the Vanquish Wild Peak MT. I've ran the 4.5 crawler innovations with the outer tuning ring, and those work really well. The stock foams are fine, but they break down, and then you will be too soft. So that's why the CIs are nice. Chris Maxwell, thank you. Those taillights came out so good. Loved how they looked on the course. Great job on the builds and the comp. Go team, not cola.
Yeah. Cola.
Those taillights came out fantastic. I fully agree. The
COB
bar
was a good
stock,
choice.
Yeah. COB behind there with the transparent, translucent red just looked so good.
Yeah, and I liked the blue lighting that you did on the engine bay. I thought that was nice. It all just like all the lights and all the just I can't believe how much work we put into those, and I'm not driving it again.
I'll likely drive mine once more.
I'll drive it again a couple of times.
Maybe.
Take it to
maybe a couple.
Someplace I can get a concourse trophy.
I feel like I'm going to have to take out like a small insurance policy on it.
Yeah.
Every time
Matt
I take
Romero.
her out.
That was great. There was, in your video, one of the gentlemen rolled down that course again. I think it was course 3 again. Yep. Yeah. He rolled down that big hill and knocked into the Porsche, and you were like, I'm going to need your insurance. You're so funny. You're so funny on course, Josh. So funny. Matt Romero, when you ran course 2, the moose body hit so hard towards the end of the run that I thought you cracked it on the rear corner. Yeah, didn't.
Yeah.
That thing was solid.
The only damage that I saw for the weekend was your front bumper.
That's right. Yeah, on the Porsche.
George, GC Coupe 2, thank you. The red moose shirt is very comfortable. I'm wearing mine now.
It's only slightly bent.
Yeah, you can see Matt's bumper just burp, which technically, Matt,
is out of spec now. Yeah,
could take you out of spec, and therefore you should have. You're a cheater. You're a cheater.
Yes. Yeah. Now, in terms of where I finished in Class 2, there is a gray area there because I made progress on every single course, yet somehow
they are
the standings don't show that I made progress on 2 of them, which would greatly affect my position. And this is the story of the weekend. As it stands right now, I'm in a very paltry 85th place, which is not very good. But I would move up substantially with those extra points.
Yeah.
Because it would be like 20, 30 extra points in terms of progress, I think.
Right. Yeah, you should be in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, which was, about what I would have expected. But somebody mentioned, they went, hey, based on where you're at right now, you didn't get beat by a little girl. And I was like, excellent. But you did get beaten by a pregnant lady. God, I hope I beat that pregnant lady.
Oh. Every year you're setting some sort of new record. So
I like where I'm at. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm there to have a good time, and I always do.
Fun. We Friday we took it serious, even though our cars were just we knew what we built. We knew while we were there what we were trying to do. Class 2 day, the more competitive day, we were much more relaxed.
We were goofing off.
Yeah, we were goofing off. The driver's meeting was at 9. Our house was about an hour away, and I think we left the house around 9, 10, whatever it was. We got there
pretty late.
And we're like, what's going on? Like, you got 15 minutes to run your first course. Like, excellent. I only need 6. So
we'll get right on that.
sweet. We're ready to go. Why are you guys standing around?
The Porsche has to be the next Vanquish body. Make it happen, Josh. I think they wouldn't sell very many.
Yeah, I don't know that a Porsche body is a great mainstream idea, but I would
Just
love
like
it.
our next idea, definitely not mainstream.
Oh, our next idea, equally.
So good.
We still have to narrow some things down, but it's
Gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna figure it out. So,
was there an episode that either Matt or Josh did a full rundown on COB LEDs regarding their use, modification, and installation, or was that on a live stream? I've been looking but can't find anything. No, probably not. Although, actually, no. Yes. Monthly Mayhem Christmas episode.
Yeah, the Christmas special. I did it. I used it on my truck.
Used it too.
Did you use it? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I made
taillights.
I made a taillight for my Santa's sleigh.
Chili Willy.
Chili Willy.
85th is better than 86th.
Someone asked VXT2 ban and comp. Would VP step in, fight, challenge that as a company? Random question. No. People will do what they're going to do.
No one's going to complain.
It is what it is. It's
They're 475.
yeah, they're close enough. And especially once you run them for like a course, they're 475.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just when they're all hopped up on big foams, they get tall, but they're right
the
at
foam's
475
fault.
once you run them.
Was the pregnant lady having a boy or a girl? That would make a difference.
Oh, we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Tim's sister, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
If I'm not
maybe
mistaken.
Tim knows. Hopefully Tim's still here.
Tim,
Um,
this will be the weirdest gender reveal ever. We would like to know.
DK said, God, I hope I beat that pregnant lady, in quotations. Matt K, 6/7/23, 10:12 p.m. Jay Walker goes, God, I hope I beat that pregnant lady, is exactly what he said, Your Honor. Fuck Dandy Builds, thank you very much. Is she expecting a little girl? Great job. I still want the files for the sugar. We can make it happen. You just have to buy it off CG Trader, and then Josh will send you the other file.
Yep. Once you've purchased, I will give you the modified one. But we have
show
to make
proof
sure
of purchase.
and make sure that the original designer gets what he is due.
Yeah, because he did all that heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Perry G,
Matt
to
was
be
beat by a
fair,
fetus.
only right now, I'm pretty sure that if they'll ever look for my scores, which I don't think they will, because who cares? I probably beat her. Perry G, to be fair, a Porsche is more mainstream than a Corvair wagon. True enough.
Oh,
That's true.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. Yeah, there was some pretty interesting. So I had to re-upload my video today, which I discussed earlier a little bit. And if you did watch it already and commented, go back and watch the new one again, just so I don't hate my numbers so much. But the number of people that were just like, you know what? I thought this looked like crap before, but it actually turned out pretty good. Yeah, thanks. Like, I really thought that this was a stupid idea when you guys started it, but it turned out pretty good. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it is a pretty
Silly
out
idea.
there idea. It's silly. And if it didn't work, that would have been even worse.
Oh,
But-
if we would have like not got to the end, or couldn't assemble them, or they just looked worse, looked worse than they do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
that could have been
in
awkward.
all ways. Look better with the wing on. Just saying, absolutely. But
Oh,
we didn't want the wing on during the.
we knew
event.
that was going to come off.
It gets knocked off immediately. 10-point reposition. So
Yeah, we can't have that. We had to go for some comp.
exactly.
Hector Albarracin from Spain. I love
España.
Fernando Alonso. I cry in Spain. I can go from Spain to Comp? Yes, you can. I'm sure they have them in Europe as well.
They do. Or you could come join us. And
Yeah,
we would be
anytime.
we would be happy to have you.
There was an Italian contingent who came to Nationals last year.
Francesco and
Yeah.
Pasquale.
Francesco Sequenzia.
Sequenzia, yes. They
Great
came
guys.
last year, and it was a blast to have them.
Mhm.
Nicole was disappointed that they didn't make it this year, but you know,
They're really great guys. They're really
they
great guys.
absolutely
So, yes.
they were a blast to hang out with.
All are welcome, Hector. So you want to come to a comp, you can come to a comp.
Yep.
So
we
Class
should
3.
talk-
Let's talk about Class 3 for a moment.
Okay. What
That's all it's
moment
gonna
in
take.
Particular? What a moment in particular?
The best part of my one run, because I did one, was we're approaching a difficult gate. Most of them were difficult because I was driving, so none of them appeared to be easy. But the best part was Josh was my stick man. He's holding the winch stick, and his phone rings, which he answers and goes, "Hello?" Pause. No, I'm not doing anything. He took the phone call. Well, I'm on course.
You weren't anywhere near the gate yet, and things were not going well.
It's true. Things were not going well. They were going
I've got
poorly.
time. Yeah, I've got time, and it was a quick call anyway. So we got through it, and well, I got through the
Well,
phone
we
call.
didn't.
Matt did.
Yeah,
Matt did.
I did
Matt
not
didn't
make
get
it through
the
that course. And I think it was one of the easier ones, too.
Yeah.
Class
And, you know,
3 is just not my bag, baby. And I should have not
I
even
love-
brought a truck.
I love Class 3. But yeah, you were trying to make your way through the first half of the course before you remembered you had rear steer, which is an important advantage to a Class 3 car.
It really does make it tighter
Like,
in
oh,
terms
wow.
of its turning. Yeah.
Just Schultz, and I didn't say anything. Schultz just goes, "You know, you have rear steer." Oh yeah,
It's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. You got to be careful not to run into the winch stick. I saw that a couple of times. Yes, because you lose a lot of points for that. Don't touch the stick.
yeah. Touching the winch stick is a 10-point reposition, which I don't believe was called that way at Nationals last year.
No.
But I understand the rule. I understand the purpose of why they would want to judge that way and why it could probably be interpreted that way in the rules, or if it's even spelled out in the rules. So totally understandable. But yes, adding a little layer there to make sure.
Yeah, it definitely changes things.
Yeah.
when you
Yep.
know
It
that.
just changes like an anxiety level. Like, don't
Right.
hit the winch stick.
Yeah. There was a lot of winching. I would like to see. It would be an interesting thing if they did. Okay, bye. It would be interesting to see if they could make a rule or modify the rule that you're only given a certain number of winches.
I mean, I know what you mean. That's a difficult one for sure.
It is a difficult one, and I think though, like,
Or increase
watching
the
back,
penalty.
yeah, something like that. Like, you get like 3 free winches, and then anything above that is like 3 points or something like that. Just to make it so the courses aren't necessarily all about winching.
Well, to be fair, the most competitive cars did not
Aren't
winch.
Right.
They did. They would winch maybe 2 or 3 times per course.
Sure.
Where we maybe winched 7 times per course. So which is a big difference both in time spent and points. But
Yeah.
in the end, it's a difference between if you have a very competitive car and you're capable of driving it, of course.
Of course.
So.
I think maybe next year then, or for the next major comp, nationals or regionals or whatever, I might actually try to build like a full-on competitive comp truck, and not just
It's almost like we've had this conversation.
Shut up. No, we haven't. We've never ever discussed this ever. That's not something that's ever come up. Chris Ishii, thank you very much. Do you prefer rear steer or dig? I like them both. In competition, I don't think anybody uses dig anymore. I think it's all about rear steer. It just gives you so much more versatility in terms of getting to a gate and crossing through a gate. Whereas dig is super fun. I like the concept of dig, and I like using it when I'm just goofing off with people on like rocks and stuff.
I love dig on a trail rig, but
yeah,
in competition, I rarely use it unless it's like MOA, where it's just a matter of the programming that you can leverage. But obviously, Matt wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about that.
Chris Maxwell. I don't think common is my bag, but seeing your builds has inspired me to do some custom work on my builds. What was the name of that chassis table? So I got the NWSD chassis table, but excuse me, the one I use
Northwest Scale Designs.
But the table that I use the most is actually the Scale Metal Supplies fab table.
I use that more than anything too.
And his little fab tower posts setups. I use that more than the chassis table because I'm more often working on a little part here or there. I can clamp it my vise quick and gives me a nice platform. I use the Scale Metal Supplies table more than anything. So I highly recommend it.
Oh, 100%. That thing is a game changer for me, especially in my small workspace. Having that to braze on has been absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. Buck Dandy. But was Nicole disappointed that the president was not there? I missed it. Maybe next year. I hope that you do make it next year.
Yes. Sure. Come on out, Buck.
And if there is no event to be determined before, then Matt and I had talked like maybe we just do ECC. Back down to Cherokee Rock Village.
Yep.
You obviously know the location of that. Cherokee Rock Village is incredible. ECC, great event. So something that we would definitely consider.
Yeah. I presume there will be a nationals level event next year.
Yes.
Now that they have the rules in place. There's a couple of more things about... To be fair, the courses were a little crazy considering the weather. Yes, if they had been dry, I think it would have been a much different day.
So different, because at the drivers meeting for the first day, their actual quote was that that the courses should just almost everybody should be finishing every course.
Yep. And
if it would have been dry, I think that would have been the case. And then it would have just been a difference of some penalty points and how people progressed here and there.
Timing.
But the rest of it would have just been pretty simple. But with rain, all of that changed.
Oh, yeah. All of it out the window. Troy, Perry G. Matt, I didn't see if you covered it. What's your opinion on the new IFS element? I think I'm going to get one. Mine's at the office. Mine arrived.
At the orifice.
It's sitting at the orifice. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I'll bring it home and try to knock out a little review by the weekend or over the weekend. Even though I've got work to do. I've got a job.
Yes.
So there'll be that too. But I will hit it.
RC work to do too.
I will hit it and then not quit
it. Jeremiah, thank you. So need help looking to buy the rear F10 portal axle and run it on my rig. The front will be a straight motor, will be an 1800 kV SE. Needs help with gear. Honestly, that I cover very specifically in a very specific video on that process. Everything from how to calculate the gearing to the rotation and flipping of the third member so that it all rotates and spins in the proper direction. Because that's way too hard to explain, but there's a very specific video I did on that entire process.
You'll just have to look it up. Troy Givler, thank you very much. Matt, unrelated to RC, need a new headset. What do you think of those wireless ones you have on? These are the Bose QC35s. I've been using these for nearly 8 years, and they are spectacular. Great noise canceling, great wireless, low latency. Bluetooth connection. The only thing I've replaced in that time are the actual pads. Everything else, rock solid. I recommend these to everybody. Josh refuses to buy them because I recommend them.
So they obviously must be slow and underperforming.
They're probably very heavy and don't go well on the rocks. The road to the Nationals, serious builds. I love that, Matt. Matt
Serious
Romero,
this
thank
time.
you.
Serious this time, guys.
For realsies. For realsies. No more messing around.
Casey Crawler. Porsche's turned out awesome. Now that this fiasco is over, what are we building for PLBBTF? Just one B.
Well, I'm not going. So
Matt is not
nothing.
going. He is wussed out on us.
I get to come to the next event, though, right?
Yes, you can come to the next one. I'll allow it. But I don't know. Last year I built a trike for it, and I came home with another trike yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this one from?
From a friend, the coffee guy. I bought his drift truck because I needed it, and it was too good of a deal. It was too good of a deal not to pass it.
How much did he sell it for?
Pennies on the dollar. Not important, but needs a lot of work. Chassis needs some welding, cables replaced, the brakes fixed. Luckily, my father-in-law is still in town, and he has handled about half of it already. So you're going to have the rest of it done by this weekend, and off to the races or slide, whatever we're going to do. We're going to slide it around. It's going to be so much fun.
There's a, I don't know what it's called. There's some sort of thing where if like there's interest in a, it's almost like Kickstarter before you kickstart.
Interesting.
So you put yourself on a list for like interest in a Kickstarter. If they get enough interest, they'll start a Kickstarter, and then but it's like a three-wheeled. It's a trike. It's sort of like, but it's electric.
Oh, I could for sure, absolutely could see that. This
So
one
like,
is gas. It is motorized, Ben. It is a gas-powered unit.
Well, no duh.
Made from some very. They're not high-end components, but big fat front tire and sleeved rears. Yeah.
Right.
I had it in the bed of the truck last night, and I just pulled up, and we're about to unload it. And she's like, "I thought you were powder coating it orange and pearl white," and I was like,
"This is a different one."
And she's like, "This is a different one." She says, "No."
I am so glad for my wallet that I don't have a garage. Because I'd be buying all this same stupid shit, and I'd probably be divorced. I don't know if Rebecca would handle any of this. RC Underdog, thank you very much. I have an idea I want to try locally. Night comps, but you drive from the lights on your rig. Course isn't necessarily hard, just need to be able to see it. I like that.
Absolutely. That's the thing. We did one a year when I was in Kansas City. And we were with robot crawlers, and we would put lights on and things like that. But we did also have some headlamps. And honestly, it's still a very difficult thing, even with a headlamp. We put the glow sticks around the tennis balls. And there's an old video from Evil Villain RC, but it's EVOL Villain RC. And he did a video of one of the night comps from Kansas City. And it's one of my favorites. And it was like rave style, and back in the day, it was so good. It was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed the night comps.
That's cool. Yeah, I could be down for that. That's like, It's basically like night runs at Axial Fest.
Yes.
But gates.
But just with people yelling at you.
Oh, I'm used to that. I'm used to that. You were a lot less yelly this time. Because
I was cold and wet. It's not because you improved. You listened better.
There was improvement, though.
there was
There was much improvement.
It was just you knew how to listen this time. I remember you were winching on one of the courses, and you were like going over here, and I was just like, I had the stick over here, and I was just like, nope, over here, and you're like, really? Oh, okay. And he's like, all right.
There was another one where you kept moving the winch stick.
Yeah, I just kept going. He'd get closer, I'd just move it a little further back. You're like, stop it!
Schultz, so what's your opinion on Stick Guy answering his phone call during a comp? Maybe a new Circa rule? Yeah, you should not be able to answer the phone while on course. Do you guys ever get any negativity for not being serious at comps? I think actually people appreciate our comic relief.
I was looking at your video this morning, and one of the comments was like, Josh is too serious. I'm like, oh. You should see the rest of the people.
Yeah. Oh my God. We're the two least serious people on course. There was a point where the timer guy was like, "You've got 4:57 all day," and I said, "Is it 4:57 or is it all day? Because I'll take all day."
Yeah. It's just like listen, do not expect this to be.
Yeah, you're not going to get.
We are going to be chatty this whole time. That is going to happen.
We know we're not winning.
Yeah. Outlaw Farmers RC, thank you. Shout out to Super
these
KCH team driver Scott Hatfield taking the C1 first place win. Oh wow! I did not know who won C1. Congratulations, Scott.
Nicely done.
That is nicely done.
I'm still mad they didn't make a carbon fiber winch stick. Yeah. Wood.
You know what? Yeah, I need to bring my own next time.
Yeah, exactly. I want to have my own custom-made winch stick.
Yes, although I think it says in the rules that you have to run the supplied winch stick.
Supplied winch stick. Well, we could just give it to them.
Yeah, like no.
It meets spec.
That's expensive. What if I call it a mobility device? You have to let me run.
Yeah. You know what? I'm really thinking about this. I think the Sugo would make an excellent Lexan body.
I mean, it would. Excellent in what way?
Well, if I, painted it and, promoted it, be like Scale Builders Guild, drive a Volvo like this idiot, like there's all kinds of great.
No, I do agree. It could be a pretty decent Lexan body. Again, I mean, it's basically a power wagon.
Yeah.
So
Volvo,
yeah.
Schultz, you did beat both of us. It's true.
Not in Class 1, he didn't.
Oh, that's right, because he didn't compete.
Right.
So suck on that, Schultz.
Suck eggs. So yeah, it was Class 2. Schultz did beat us. Again, there was a level of seriousness there that did not exist this year.
But
in the end,
he took it a lot more seriously.
He did. You know what? Schultz had someone else build him a car this year for it. Even he was taking it that serious. So
yeah,
it was running a hard body, the whole deal.
Hard body, the West made hard body, right?
Yes.
Is that what he was running?
What do they call that thing? West made bug something.
Know.
I don't remember. It has a name.
Oh, it does. Okay. Very nice body. No interior so much. Or did it have an interior?
I felt like it had the comp interior. Buckwheat. Thank you, Jim's Hobbies. The buckwheat.
Is that what it's called? Oh, I like that. That's good.
So yeah, that was he had a full on truck built.
Very narrow.
Yep.
And it helped a lot in a lot of the situations. Moose Jaw was also running a buckwheat body.
Yeah, there was a lot of those buckwheats there.
Mm-hmm.
They Westmade did a great job with those.
He sure did.
So, and they do look
pimp winch cane with a crystal shift knob.
I want a crystal snow globe shift knob.
Just walk it in.
I want the crystal inside of a snow globe, so you can with an LED, carbon fiber. Yeah.
What's up, my friends? I'll be beating all the pregnant ladies.
Jesus. You can't say these things on the internet.
I'll be beating them in the competition. Too much rosé tonight.
Yeah.
I won because of my driving talent. Schultz, you won because you're the prettiest of us all.
Exactly. You held it down. I swear. Either way, I was happy to be there, and I was happy for it to be over at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yep. We got some great meals in while we were there.
Oh, we dinnered so hard. Like,
it was the food choices were a lot better than they were in Alabama.
I cannot knock Easy Street in Alabama.
Oh no, Easy Streets was fantastic.
But
this was a different level.
This was a different
because,
level. Fort Collins offered some cuisine choices.
It's nice. It's a college town, so they've got good restaurants.
Yeah, for when family visits.
Whiskey. What was that? Whiskey. What was it? A steak place?
Yeah, there was a steak place. I don't remember what it was called. While you look that up, we went there for Nicole's birthday, which was on Friday night. Yes, I took my wife out of town for an RC event for her birthday.
The Still Whiskey Steaks. That was the place.
We had some great steaks there, some good drinks. Wow. Had a great time. Nicole had elk, which she likes quite a bit. Not my favorite.
I had the mashed potatoes there were like a white cheddar garlic mash. Oh.
We had a great time. Reasonable price.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, all things considered. Even like Trace and Fish shared a like 40-ounce tomahawk Wagyu.
Yeah, for like $130.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Not bad when you're splitting it. So
not bad at all.
It's the biggest steak they have, and split it between these two men.
Yeah, and MST. Yeah, we did go to the Post, and it was pretty decent.
Pretty decent, yes. The
chicken and waffles.
Didn't love the cherry chutney on top, but
yeah, I could have done without that. Well, you had it on top. I had it on the side.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
And the gravy, I was not a big fan. I don't like chicken gravy.
Oh, I didn't use the gravy. I want chicken and waffles with syrup.
And it had syrup and a nice it was like a cinnamon butter or something.
Oh, so good.
There's something going on. It was very good. And then the final night, we were like, you know what? Let's just cook steaks at home. Yeah. So we were coming back, and they were like, pick up meat. And so we went to the grocery store, and we got 4 New York strips and the biggest ribeye I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah. And then
it was like 3 inches thick.
A bunch of other stuff, and Matt grilled that, actually.
Yeah.
And the rest of us sat out front playing bags. And
yeah, I got in on that.
You did.
On that. Yeah.
Yep. That was a great time as well. I dominated.
That was awesome. And then, I forgot. We watched the Formula One race, which we're about 3 minutes away from being able to talk about.
Yep.
But we bet on it.
Oh,
we did like a blind bet.
Because Ben is not a massive Formula One homer like us, so he's just like, okay, to try and make
Let's make this interesting.
The 7 people in this house who don't care about it have a little bit of interest. We took and we wrote the names of all the drivers. He cut them up into little pieces. We put them in a bowl, and there was 6 of us watching. So everybody pulled 3 names, and then the girls pulled an extra of each. $2 a name from the list all goes into the pot, and then the podium pays out 25, 10, and 5. Gave everyone who doesn't really care a chance to care. And of course, Matt pulls Verstappen though, so. Which we're not talking about yet.
I'm out. I'm good. Driver 944S. I presume you have a 944, which is
fellow
quite
Porsche
nice.
thing. Fellow
Yeah,
Porsche owner.
It's the only Porsche I'm going to own. What site is that Volvo model on? It's on cgtrader.com. And if you search Volvo Suga, it's probably the only one.
Probably. It's about 60 or 70 bucks.
Yeah.
So.
And if you buy that and then you want the comp version of it, email Josh.
Yeah. After you've purchased.
You have to have purchased the actual file. When am I coming to Ireland? I'll be there last week of September. Whenever Proline by the Fire is.
Yes, that is the last week of September. So Matt will not be with us for Proline by the Fire, which
I'm
is
very sad about that. I'm sad about that.
but
I'm going to get Josh and Nicole to come up and visit me in Toronto.
Yeah, I think we're going to make that trip instead. Somehow I think I'm going to have to like ship a car ahead of time just so that I'm like, no, Nicole, I'm not bringing a car.
Well, no, I already said you got to bring a car. We got to go out and go to Rattlesnake and actually have some fun one day.
Right. She'll be there and be like, oh wait, I shipped it here.
We just turned you on out there, and you're not.
Bad timing.
There's zero RC happening in Toronto.
Josh, don't worry. I have lots.
Yeah.
I have lots here. It's no problem.
I'll still do it anyway. It's fine.
I can't help but notice how large Josh's logo is over Matt's head in his stream. It's covering your entire car.
Oh, it is perfectly placed over the port. The funny thing is that Matt made me that overlay. So
yeah,
that is Matt's fault.
Yeah. JMRC, I watched the full coverage of the Monaco race. Believe it was my first time watching a full F1 race. Overall, not a bad time. Would recommend. That's amazing because Monaco is the most boring race of the entire calendar.
Yes. So if you got through that one, you're set.
If you liked it.
Yeah. There, I mirrored the image, which looks very weird because now I feel like you're ignoring me because you're looking the other way.
Wait, do I have to look over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what, are you mad at me? Like, why are you looking over there?
Toronto by the Fire? We're not that close, thankfully. It's everywhere else. Canada by the Fire.
Oh, yes. I got F1 TV because of Josh. Oh, it's the best.
That's the best. And you can go back and watch all the old races, too, which I have done.
Oh, I went back and watched like all of 2021 the other day. Not the other day. Over several days. Just to like fill some. And then I just keep going back a season. Watch that.
Yeah.
And which isn't a good idea because I dislike Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton as the.
That last rocket-powered Mohawk. I watched it again because I just couldn't. Brundle at the end is asking Lance a question, and then it cuts to the Appalachian guy.
Yeah.
Bark!
If you have some time in your YouTube schedule, and you have some level of, care about F1, go watch Rocket Powered Mohawk. Even if you don't really like Formula One, you might find it funny.
Even if you have a casual interest in the sport, you will absolutely die.
So, can't stand that weirdo. He is absolutely weirdo. Probably why I like him.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I identify so closely. Okay, well, let's talk about Formula One. We watched the race. It was in... where the hell was that? Oh, Spain.
España.
See.
We woke up on Sunday, and it was very raining at the house, and we just like...
You know what? Let's
watch
take
the
her
race?
slow.
Yeah, let's slow our roll more than it was. Like, I heard they moved the drivers' meeting to 10 already. So let's just plan on heading up there about noon. And no. So we fired up the old F1 race and watched it there with having a fun little game that Ben came up with. Made for a nice day. Nice morning.
Yeah.
Then Matt and I alone moseyed up the hill because the rest of the house was just like, nah, like you have fun.
We're good. Yeah. Have fun with that.
Yeah. So we went up there, Matt did one course. We went back down, picked up the concourse items, and boogied. Took some pictures of some moose.
Yep.
And that was it. Like, best day ever.
That was a lot of it. Good day. The race was pretty exciting, though.
Not a bad race. Not a bad race. Lots of midfield action.
Race.
Yeah. No action at the front.
Nope. He was not so far ahead, though. Only like a pit stop ahead.
Yeah, only like enough for like you're gonna get a 5-second penalty if you don't work on these track limits.
If you don't watch
okay.
out. Okay. I'm so worried. Yeah. But yeah, everything else, it looks like Mercedes has finally figured out that side pods are required.
That's a fluke. They're going to fall back off here soon.
Think so? I think this was the first time that Aston didn't look spectacular.
Yeah, see, that's why I think everything was a fluke. You know, I think Alonso, it's like, nah, I won't pass Lance. It's fine.
That was adorable.
What's happening?
I know who signs my checks.
Lance is a fantastic race car driver. I much enjoyed his company. Also, I baked cookies. There are some ready for you, Lance.
That was great. That was a great meme.
That meme was fantastic. So,
understood, and it's just like understood.
Yeah. Yuki's penalty was a bit much. Fully agree.
Agreed. That was not required.
I did not see Christian's comment about Merck's progress. I'll have to look that up.
Was it build a better effing car?
Fix your effing car.
Will y'all be following along with Le Mans this weekend? NASCAR Garage 56 entry has looked wild during practice. That was cool. I did see that in our mod chat today. I can just imagine how absolutely annoyed the French would be with something like that.
I don't know anything about this yet. I didn't see it in the mod chat.
So there's it looks like a NASCAR car that's racing in Le Mans.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I'll see if I can pull it up here.
Oh, his comment was they were only 28 seconds behind at the end.
Only.
Yeah. Oh, Christian Horner. How I do love his smugness.
He is a real smug bastard, isn't he?
You know what? He married a Spice Girl, so I applaud him.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
and he married the best one.
Ginger, I know. Ginger. She was in Playboy in my youth, so I have a special place in my heart for her.
Was she really?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah. Had to be in the mid-90s.
Do some research later.
Right? Oh. Okay. Yeah, but it
basically
at least it has
looks
lights. It has real lights.
Yeah, because I think you have to. But it looks basically like a NASCAR car. Sick, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, center locks and all, I hope. Oh, which, not to bring it back to RC cars, but did you see, or how do you feel about the ARMA or Proline version of the NASCAR bodies and NASCAR tires for the ARMA 170?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I would get those tires. I think those would look pretty cool on just about any car. Like if I put those on the Viper, that would look mega sick.
Proper. Which ones? The truck tires or the next gen?
I don't know. Next gen ones.
Okay, the pretty standard mesh wheel style.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think the other ones would look good.
I know what you mean. Like I mean, I really like the steel wheel, big fatty sidewall style of the truck series ones. I think those look real good, and I like that they did the NASCAR Truck Series body. I'm not a big NASCAR watcher, but
no, me either.
It
really can't be a real NASCAR as it turns in both directions. I agree, Blue Doodly.
Which I had mentioned in the scale news, like, I'm surprised that they haven't put out a version like this, with a NASCAR truck body or car body and the tire. But I have a theory.
Let's hear it.
So I have a theory that NASCAR, like many licensed brands, have a royalty. And oftentimes those royalties are a straight percentage base. That's how it works. And if they put that body on an entire vehicle, now that percentage is based off of a $600 or $700 vehicle. So that cost goes way up.
I see.
As a percentage of that. So my guess is that they aren't doing a full version just because of that, which I totally understand why they wouldn't do. But that's my guess why they haven't, because they're doing all this work to make these super cool bodies, super cool tires, but they can't put it all together.
It would just cost them too much. It's Jay Walker said it's Jensen Button and Jimmy Johnson driving that car.
Oh man,
that could be pretty. That could be pretty fun.
Too bad Jolyon Palmer's in there. He's the.
No, put Paul DeResta in there. Garage 56 car will be very interesting. NASCAR's going all out. They aren't just there to say they did it. They want to actually perform.
Oh, it would be legit cool if, I love when someone kind of just stirs the pot like that.
Well, hi. How y'all doing?
You guys got a map of this track?
And they're all just like, Je pense que no. Get that American out of here.
Joker, red flag for RC talk during F1 speak.
Put Latifi in it. Yes. Now we're talking. That thing will explode.
Latifi, DeVries, and Schumacher.
Stroll.
and Stroll.
Bring Mazepin back.
Walls will appear out of nowhere. Wall.
Crash Store Maldonado. Get everybody in it. They placed 5th overall in the pit stop challenge with a manual jack. They are screwing everything up over there. That's great. I love it.
Yeah,
that's amazing. It's so good.
So I'll have to watch the Le Mans coverage.
Watch some of that. Now,
we don't have a race this weekend, do we? Or do we?
No. Next
Canada's the next
weekend.
race, right?
Canada, yeah. Although, is it this weekend?
Is it? Or I thought it was next. I don't remember. I didn't think we had one this weekend.
I don't think it can be you can't go from
a spot.
Spain to Canada right in a week.
They're just right there on the next weekend. Thank you.
Yeah,
Chris,
16th of June.
Yeah,
the fires should be out by then.
We'll see. That's we've said that here too. So hopefully that goes well.
Best thing about NASCAR running Le Mans is how it shows how small the prototype cars are.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, put some scale next to them when that Ford Taurus comes around.
Come on, man. They're all running Camry bodies now.
Like, oh, yeah, this is the Camry I know and love.
Do it for Dale.
Raise hail, praise Dale. I'm going to have to find where the best coverage for 24 Hours Le Mans happens. Because I don't know that.
I do not know either. I imagine there is a stream that you can get.
I have to imagine it's somewhere on the internet.
Streaming. How to watch Le Mans 2023 online for free. All right.
Just sign up for Tubi and
Motor Trend on Demand.
Oh, okay. I
think
think I have that. Oh, maybe no, I don't have that anymore. I used to have it. I'll sign back up for that.
Oh, you won't. It's just Nicole from the other room.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Motor Trend. Yep, that's the Motor Trend. I wasn't watching it enough, so we canceled it. But I'll sign back up.
Am I going to Axial Fest? I do not know. I don't know yet.
Well,
Josh
when
has
does
to convince me.
Yeah, when does Axial Fest Midwest happen? Next weekend? It's like this weekend or next weekend. I'm not really sure.
Which one? The
Midwest.
Midwest one. I'm not going
East.
to that one.
No, I'm not going to that one either. But and then we have Axial Fest West, the 22nd and 23rd of July. And so I need to look at Airbnbs.
I could maybe make that happen.
See if there's something cool close by. That would make everything a little easier for the weekend.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
right, let's thank some people and then we'll wrap this up.
Let's do that. You want to go first?
Thank you to Gunner. My meat really satisfies Nissen. Chris, Blind Guy RC, Domon 46D9, Chris, TRD Adventures, Daniel Curtis, Perry G, Mr. Blue Sky, Buck Dandy Builds, Hector sorry, I got this wrong every time. Hector Albarracin, Chris Ishii, Troy Givler, and the RC Underdog. Thank you, chat.
Thank you to Chris Maxwell, TRD Adventures, Perry G, GC Coop 2, Blind Guy RC, Joker 510714, Jay Conness, Jeremiah Salberg, John Roberts 1.6 RC, GC Coop, Buck Dandy Builds, KC Crawler, Outlaw Farmers RC. Much appreciated all. We will
see you Friday. I've got Thursday What's on the Bench tomorrow. There's some cool stuff on the bench.
Nice.
Started working on this.
Wow, that is way small.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my, that's small.
Started working on that. Some other cool stuff coming tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. And Josh, you'll be live on Friday night?
I will be. So,
cool. Right.
Much appreciated, everybody. We will see you Friday night and then next week.
Love you. Bye.
Later. Bye.